happy Friday. I don't know when you're seeing it, but we're filming this on Friday. I'm releasing it on Friday. Today is choice day over at Ipsy, where you can make your choice selections for the Boxycharm box. I'm having a crappy morning. Making my selections always makes me feel better. Girl, we've got thoughts. Let's get into it. In today's video, I'm going to show you the 2 items Ipsy selected for my paid Boxycharm box, along with my options for choice 1, 2, and 3. My pillow fell. I am of course going to share my feedback because I'm very opinionated and that's just what we do here. But I'm also going to take you behind the scenes and show you what add-ons were available. Now, please make sure you take a second to hit that like button. It really helps me out. And if you're new here, please subscribe. Okay, mija, let's dive on in. So this is for my paid box. The PR one has not arrived quite yet. It says shipped, pero no ha llegado. All right, so Ipsy selected the Cinta London Lip Oil. I'll try the lip oil. It looks like it has some pigment. It looks more sheer than anything, pero mira, beggars can't be choosers. At least they selected something that I can actually try and see. You never know. I have tried product that they selected for me that I wasn't looking forward to, and then I kind of like changed my mind, so I'm gonna have it. Then we have the Lava Beauty Brow Gel in Clear. Here's the thing. I've tried other brow gels that they've sent over my way or have selected for me for my paid box. None of them, maybe one, but other than that, like throughout the years, nothing has been like wowzers to me. I do have my like staples that are linked in my Amazon storefront if you guys are interested. So I'm gonna say I will give her a try. However, more than likely I will pass it on to Miss Taco Bell, my little tie, because she likes to kind of like groom her brows. If I try it and throughout the day it starts to flake and give you those white crunchies, we're not keeping her, and I would keep you guys posted because no one wants to leave for work to run errands to go to an event with pretty sculpted brows and then at the end someone tells you you have white stuff on your brows. I'm not saying this one's doing it, I'm just giving you my opinion. So vamos a ver. Either way, I don't have a choice. They selected it for me. We're gonna move on to option number 1. Now, they only had 5 product available for me to select from. The first thing that my eyes kind of automatically looked at was the iconic London Hotting Up eyeshadow palette. Color Story looks like stuff that we have already received in the past, but then also it's kind of like these palettes tend to be somewhat hit or miss. Not everyone gets excited over the formula, and to be fair, I've gotten these before. Like again, I think I've had like 4 of them in the past, and I try it, I play with it, and then I kind of move on. We also have the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder Low Light. I had to actually click to figure out what shade they had selected as an option for myself. This is low-key peachy gold. That was very important porque mija, I ended up buying these off of shops. I think it was add-ons. I don't remember, but I got it off of the Ipsy app. I got 2 different shades. I'll show you what they look like. Spoiler, in add-ons, they actually had 2 shades also. So in case you ended up selecting these, you'll know what it's going to look like, and then I'll give you a quick swatch on my skin. So these are the 2 shades that I snagged off of Ipsy. This one here is Rose and Brunch, and then this one is Jubilee. And I'm actually really happy with both of these. So the fact that they had an option that's different, same formula, same brand, got me really excited. Look how pretty that was. And I literally did like a half a swirl and I still have pigment on the back of my hand. Definitely a beautiful product. So if you got it as an option or you got it as an add-on, get excited porque es muy bueno. Bien bonito, bien bonito. They also had Saturday Skin Pore Active Treatment, Earth Harbor's Glow Juice Refining Enzyme Mask, and then Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Gloss Balm. Man, I was having a hard time choosing just the one item because I kind of wanted the 2, but also I was like, what am I really gonna use most often? What makes me even more excited? Y'all know I absolutely love Glow Recipe. Like, I love me some Glow Recipe, but I wanted Danessa. So I got Danessa. Just with the name of that blush, I was very curious to see what that would look like. So yeah, I got her. Then we move on to choice numero 2, which I was kind of shocked because had this been maybe a month and a half ago, I would have been really excited for just the one item. Out of choice number 2, honestly, I looked at everything and I was like, So for choice number 2, I only had 5 choices or 5 options as well. First Aid Beauty Hydrating Sunscreen, Milk with Colloidal. I can't read that. Let me zoom in. Hold on. Colloidal It starts with an O. They also had the Grande Cosmetics Grande Mascara Conditioning Peptide. It's like a serum mascara. Half Caked the Essentials Face Collection 3-piece brush set. And the Vacation Eau de Toilette Travel Spray. I don't even know what that's going to smell like. However, they did have the Coffee Lassie lip stains. That's, I believe the shade is the darkest one they have in their shade range. We've tried it. I have reviews on them. Make sure you go check them out. I think it's a good thing if you got it as an option and you grabbed it because you wanted to try it yourself. I didn't select that. I've already tested the formula out. I have my feelings on it. I don't think it's worth it. Even if I'm getting it in a box, I was like, yeah, no, like I am kind of bitter about that formula. So I ended up going with the travel spray. I figured, look, if I don't like the fragrance, I can always give it to one of my girls. It'll be okay. When it comes to choice number 2, I was kind of like, meh. It wasn't as exciting. So yeah, I selected the perfume and then we moved on. I was hoping. Just hoping that I'd be excited at least with choice number 3. We have Derm Electives Purifying Day Cream Lawless Pinch My Cheeks Soft Blur Blush. Bare Minerals Mineral Veil Setting Powder with SPF in it. Neogen Dermatology. It is their Double Vita Capsule Cleansing Foam. And then the Pinky Bee Cosmetics Setting Spray. There was not one item that I was like, yay! What choice do I have? They've already charged me, so I have to select something. So I went with the Pinky Bee Cosmetics Setting Spray. Looking at my selections, I got the blush, I got a perfume, I got a setting spray, but then looking at what they selected for me, I got a lip oil and a brow gel. So I said, okay, well maybe just maybe I'll get really excited at add-ons. As usual, I go and browse add-ons. We have Danessa Myrix, which I've already purchased one of those myself. I paid the $12 and it was nice, but I never used it again. So I decided not to go, and they have more than one shade, spoiler alert, they have more than one shade available. But the thing is, I told you guys earlier this year, I would make it a point, if I'm gonna add anything on, it's because it makes me excited, it's a great price point, and I really want to try it. Given that I've already tried the Danessa Myrix Color Fix Liquid, what are they, the cream liquid eyeshadows, I decided to kind of skip on this one because I never went back to using it. And I love me some Danessa, hello, but I gotta be smart about it. Trestique Good Vibes with the Curler, which I feel like they kind of changed the packaging. That mascara is amazing, but I do not like how bulky it is because of the lash curler. And that lash curler, when I did the Boxycharm unboxing, because it was OG Boxycharm, where we ended up getting it, mija, it pinched my the plastic pinched my lid, and I was like, I'm done with you. They had Ren Beauty, Makeup by Mario, which if you're looking for a nice cooling balm, it's nice. It has some pigment to it. It's very comfortable. It doesn't actually plump, but it's very comfortable. They had Murad, Fenty Beauty, Skylar, Olaplex. So that's what they recommended for $12. Like that's what they're highlighting. They had Elf Cosmetics, AF94, Lovecraft Beauty, LMS, Golden Fat and MD, Good Chemistry, Olaplex. And with the $3.50 section, I think that there are products that is worth you giving a try for the price point, especially when they seem to be kind of like full size. So for example, the AF94, it's like a newer brand for a lot of us, and these little sticks, these are more so like full sizes, but for $3.50 you're actually saving a lot of money and you get to give it a try. And then a highlighter. How often do you go through a full pan highlighter? Not very often. So for $3.50, you're able to access these Wander Beauty highlighters. They're smaller, but again, you're not hitting pan, you know what I mean? So they had some pretty good options for the $3.50. And the Lovecraft Beauty, I got that. The shade was completely off. I liked how thin the brush side was, but it was just like not a shade for me. And that's full size. So if you can find the shade that works for you, full size, it's great. Anyway, so they do have some full size items. It's always great to go check out their $3.50 section because that's where you're gonna get like bang for your buck. Then moving on to the $6 products, that's where you're gonna get a lot of makeup options like the Girl Lactic, which I skipped on because it's a like an actual palette, you know? I wanted to try it, but then I was like, I know, am I really gonna like revisit it a lot? It is $6. So I shouldn't be cheap, but at the same time, it's kind of like potentially it could be a waste. They even had like Innisfree, Murad, Ahava, Fat Boy, and the Creme Shop. Then moving on to the $12 items, that's where you're gonna see more of the Danessa Myrix eyeshadow options. Again, if you use liquid shadows and you love them, I would say snag them for $12. Great deal. My box options, Bare Minerals, the Lawless, the two shades were available over for $12, and there was an additional shade as well. Another shade of the Makeup by Mario Lip Plumping Serum, which that's the one that I have. Very, very pretty shade. And then you move on, and that's where you get access to Fenty Beauty, their lip oil, and then 2 of the coffees, one being the shade that I had as an option, and then the other being Guava, which we already have. If you purchased it, I'll just show you what she looks like. Make sure you go check out my reviews on it. It's alright. These go for $24 a piece. My opinion is mine. I would hope that if you really had your heart set on trying it yourself, you're not just going by what I'm saying. You can go ahead and check it out and see whether or not, you know, for your personal preference, maybe it's just best for you. You know what I mean? Maybe you fall in love with it. This is the best way to get it. And I'm not pushing Ipsy. They're not sponsoring me, or they never sponsor me. So I'm not doing anything like that. However, this goes for $24 regularly, and then you would have to pay for shipping. So if you really wanted to give it a try, this is a great way to get it, because you would get it for $12. We have the Glow Recipe, Koki, which I think I've tried 2 or 3 Koki items. Saturday Skin, I tried both of those items, are really nice. They have the Pore Active treatment here as well. The fragrance that I had selected, as you can see, I haven't added anything to my cart yet, right? $18 products. They had Makeup by Mario concealer. And they had a series of shades available. I ended up not getting it. I wasn't sure which shade would work for me, and they all kind of looked, because the shades are so limited, you have to be careful with the one that you're selecting, and I just felt like 260 was going to be too light, and then 320 was going to be too dark. So the one in between would have been 280, but that one seemed a little yellow, and then 360 seemed even yellower. So I kind of skipped on her because I was like, I know. But for $18, girl, that's a really good price point, because you're saving $11 on that. Glow Recipe goes for $38. They had both the C Bright Eye Gel, which I own, and it's really, really good. But then they also, where is it? It's right here. But they also have this over here, which goes for $38 as well. It's the Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner. So you could have gotten it for $18, saving $10, which is awesome sauce. $25 products. They had LMS, Beauty Stat, and then hair tools as well. Those are the things that stand out to me. And then the bundles for $50, which are typically like skincare systems and hair care tools. So in the end, I decided not to get any add-ons. There was nothing like was super duper exciting. I was actually looking for the Pat McGrath palette. Had they had them, I would have grabbed them. And although they had really great brands featured, nothing wowed me. But like I've mentioned before, I absolutely love having an active subscription. Is every single month going to be the most amazing month? Well, no, but we already knew that. We will see what my feelings are once I receive my box and I start to play around with it. For those of you wondering why I didn't upgrade to Icon, I got an alert a few days ago saying if you wanted to upgrade to Icon, do it no later than the 31st. I decided that I was going. I had all the intentions in the world to upgrade to Icon. But life was lifing, mom life happened. We were prepping for back to school, because here the kids start in August. There were like open houses. There was like a day camp for Ty. I've been doing a lot of running around, and I completely kind of put that in the back burner. And by the time I remembered that I needed to upgrade to Icon is when I got my confirmation that my box had been charged for. And I was like, oh no! And I kind of really wanted to test out and like make my selections for Icon and all of that. So I guess we're gonna have to put a hold on Icon until the next box, which will be, I want to say, November or December. As always, I want to hear what you selected for your box. Are we box twins? Did we select similar items? Did you get better options? Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments. We have to say hello and thank you to our channel members, the G Squad, an amazing group of people who have joined channel memberships and are supporting the channel at a higher level. If you're ever interested in joining, all you have to do is hit the join button below and you're good to go. A shout out to the community spotlight who YouTube is highlighting for supporting the channel by watching my videos all the way through, hitting the like button and commenting as we go along. Your efforts do not go unnoticed and I really appreciate you. Now you guys, if you've made it all the way through, you are a real one. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video and I will see you guys on the next one.